Freedom ain't free, neither is the coffee.
This week on the Hapless Heroes.
Guys, this stinks. And it's not because of the piss fog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Hello. Welcome. Join us at the table as we begin another game of Dungeons the Dragoning. I already used that joke last week and it was so good, I decided to do it again. Tonight, we're going to go around the Tonight, I'm going to go around the table this time, and we've picked a different shape for us to all enjoy. A classic shape. One that I think we can all agree upon. And at one of the points of those, at one side of the table, we have Dave, who's playing March, who's playing TBD.
Once again, our table is a sick ninja star.
It's really pointy. It hurts.
To his right, we have Francesco, our beloved, who is playing Percival Flawedhest, who is playing TBD.
I don't really know where to put my drink down on this table.
In the corner of the table, one of many, we have Jack playing Jam Jam, who's playing DG.
Surprisingly, Jam Jam's first time to prison.
At a quarter adjacent to him as well, we have Sebastian playing Choom de Loom, playing Sergeant Vroom.
Honestly, it's kind of awkward that you kind of are looking at the person across from you, but you have to still turn your head to see them. It's a really weird table, guys.
At a corner adjacent to Choom,
Parallel.
we have
Equidistant.
we have Nicole playing Glorp Glup Glup, playing General Gup Gup.
I guess the most authentic sandwich for me to be would be a jellyfish sandwich, maybe?
No, don't put that in your mouth. Don't put that in your mouth.
That's just the extension of the monologue that Glorp was giving at the end of the last. Holy shit.
That's a week-long monologue, people.
And I'm your host, DM, voice of various things, thinker of things, and voice of Lev Zangief, Lewis. We were last with our heroes struggling to get off of the landing pad of ROI 2235 and into the Horizon facility, the Horizon Center, in front of them. And got a little distracted by some coffee that was very enticing, it seemed like, to Glorp, who, in fairness, did just receive a new tongue. And so, in my mercy and grace...
No further clarification.
In my mercy and grace, we entertained the coffee.
Thank you.
And in that moment, we did have a conversation that we weren't privy to in the last episode between Jam Jam and Lieutenant Glaive. And I think for a moment, we'll go ahead and flash to the other perspective that's non-coffee related as we walked to the bus that I don't think that we named yet at all. And we don't need to name it anyways. I mean, why would we
put
that out there? You give it a name, then it becomes significant. And then now we have a bus rack on top of the ship. And like, that's just, you got to be real careful with that.
I mean, I guess if we want to call it the Reharmonization Institute, like property of the Reharmonization Institute, we can do that, but
formal name. Formal. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Full legal name.
Anyways, in that moment, while you're walking to the bus, Jam Jam or DG, Lieutenant Glaive is talking to you again from the perspective of finishing off where she started, or where she last left off, rather. With regards to the sun, she says, yeah, you couldn't have come at a better time, even though It is pretty dangerous, but that's why they're paying you guys all that hazard pay. And it can be worth it, but you're not making as much as the frontliners that are taking care of the labor strikes. I mean, well, let's be honest, between that and, well, Hittins's poor return, I'm shocked that we got anybody to get from one of the core planets. So, or I should say, I'm shocked we got anyone from the core systems. They don't normally send the best out to.
We look back for a second, and Glorp
like
is just hosing the coffee into
right.
itself.
This was about that moment. Yep, perfect. Yep. Don't normally, still haven't.
But that doesn't mean that you need to be lax when paying attention for the other dangers that are constantly that we're constantly dealing with, which is again disgruntled laborers. Got a lot of them. We got all these dangerous astral tech criminals are in the care of astral tech. Who knows what they're going to be up to? And I'm just glad right now that we're in the kind of the final stages of evacuating, but still a lot to do. And hopefully we're on time with her. She points a thumb up to the sun. And don't listen to the locals either while you're out there. They're a little spooked. They think that the planet's breathing. And that we can see her final breaths coming down upon us. And yeah, I'm sure you'll hear a lot of that later. But just don't listen to it. Don't let it get to you. And when she says that, you guys get to the Choom and
return and
Glorp return.
Conversation. Yeah.
And then
some coffee's really not that good.
We flash to the ship very briefly.
And like the sun's looking all weird as we drive across whatever.
No, hold on. We flash to the ship very briefly, where we see the door to the meditation room slightly creak open, and this we hear on our listen rolls. Go ahead and roll them at home if you want to play along.
Everybody, pause for audience listen roll.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Anyone above a 12 hears the small sound of a nose sniffling. You all begin to see that nose, even if you didn't hear it, from none other than Brew, who we see a small wisp of pie scent going through the ship.
Cartoonishly.
Yes. And we watch him, eyes closed, feet adrift, following it ever so gently, where he plants his feet and says,
"Dagnammit, now who left? Oh, it's a pie. One little nibble won't matter."
And then we flash back.
Flash present
to
flash
the present, where Celine throws. We flash to the present, where Celine throws the keys off into, well, the direction of whoever feels like catching it. Honestly, you can see that from her look. She kind of feels like she's got better things to do right now than tell you guys how to do your jobs that you're getting paid a lot of money for. So, or so she thinks. And with that, road is yours.
We're on a bus.
I do believe that Jam said, we'll decide that, and then put it into drive. And
that's right. And then Jam blows the horn. Don't forget, too, that you do have the dossier on you as well, that she gave you. And
we're on a bus.
We're on a bus.
Does the dossier have all the prisoners?
Nice. Jam is going to be while Choom is presumably driving.
I thought you were driving.
No, I just put you in drive and accelerated.
Oh,
yeah. But then we learned that pedals are accessible and can be brought up to the seat.
Oh yeah, no, I got this
with the driving. So Choom's got it.
We did that at 70 miles an hour.
Sergeant Vroom, baby.
I too would like to be looking at the dossier, and like Percival has had a hand raised ever since we got, back into a place where there's no authority figures around to listen to our conversation.
Jam Jam has been explicitly ignoring your raised hand.
I understand that. It continues to stay raised.
He's going to flip through the packets until he finds Dr. Plickbox.
I just posted it in the live notes there.
Where is Plickbox in this list? No.
It would seem not.
Cool. That makes our job easier.
No, I don't think it does.
Jam Jam is going to flip all the packets to Percy and say, "Our job became easier. We don't have to do any of this."
Now, hold on a second. That may not necessarily be true. Okay, what do we know about this Plickbox person?
I'm going to just say, too, I don't want to interrupt too much, but you have left the facility. You are now driving through the city.
Yes.
You haven't left the city yet, but you are kind of like driving down the street.
Okay.
You're seeing throngs of people like carrying all personal belongings headed to the downport. Actually, you're watching throngs of people move towards the downport where you're leaving. And it's all types of folk too, right? Like workers and older people, kids, that kind of thing, and all types of species as well. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, no, Jam Jam's plan at this point is to go and get Plickbox, come back with only Plickbox, and that's fine with him. We'll see what we have to do going forward, but Percy's probably reading who's got what.
Well, yeah, I'm just looking at... Guys, I don't mean to be... Because Jam, I'm only going to tend to agree with you here on account of the fact that... Look, I mean, I know I killed a guy once, all right? But, like, I'm not, like... Sorry. I'm not in a position, like, to necessarily... Like, when I'm looking at some of the things that these people were in for... Arcane terrorism...
Yeah, read them out loud for me. I'm driving. Just go down the list.
Okay, well, let's go with the highlights. Okay, we got Zurak, Nils, Hewitt for convicted of unlawful mercenary violence. There's some. All of these prisoners also have notes of like how we need to make sure that we watch them.
Yeah, you can skip that.
Kadrid for illegal weapons trafficking. Vexamar for escaping lawful custody.
I like that.
We're going to try to escape again.
Right.
Silas Fenn, who was a contract killer.
Okay.
Talon Varus, who incited a riot, and then Drexus, who,
nice.
quote-unquote, the Dangerous, who is convicted of arcane terrorism. All right, now listen.
These all sound like great distractions while we find Plickbox.
Right. Basically, I was going to say, you get the guy that did the riot, the guy that's running from lawful, maybe the illegal weapons trader. You get him in on the plan here.
Give him a weapon.
They might be useful to us, but I agree with Percy here. I don't think we should be playing taxi for killers. I think we should just leave them there. I don't want to.
We should take one of the chefs from the kitchen instead.
So we're still playing it very much by ear, depending on how we feel.
So I just want to make sure I get this straight. So you're suggesting that? Because I've heard one person suggest ignoring them, but then I heard another suggestion of like we ally with these people.
Just the ones that are cool.
No.
Just the ones that are cool. I mean, like, think about it. This is Astral
So how are we
prison.
gonna vet them? We just gonna have each one over to puff puff pass.
Right. Listen, guys, listen. I know everyone, the crimes, but remember who this is. This is Astral Tech. Do you know what Mach's sheet alone would look like if it was just going off of what they think of him? Like, come on, you gotta understand. Like, These are just normal guys. If they want to get out of here, we're their only way. They're about to die.
Normal guys. I'm sorry, but arcade terrorism doesn't just sound like a normal.
Yeah, he's not on my list.
When your nickname is literally the dangerous, like
Yeah,
this
fuck
is
them.
the article is not a dangerous.
We don't need them. I'm talking about the cool guy that started a riot and like the smuggler. They probably know the place. They probably know the people.
One's just contract killing.
Yeah, we can forget about them too. We don't need them.
What?
I say we go in.
Man
we
knows
tell
how to earn a
them.
paycheck.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, Mach, now
Okay.
you're making sense here.
Now here's the real question. Okay, if you're suggesting that we come back with just Blixblocks and none of the prisoners we were assigned to transport, how do you think that's gonna go? You think
That's
they're not gonna
murder.
just check the whole situation?
Right,
He's,
like, before
no,
we leave?
Jam's going to look around and he goes, "Did you see anyone else with Lieutenant Glade?"
I mean, no, come to think of it, I did not. But I also wasn't really looking.
So we stunned Lieutenant Glade. Jam, sorry.
Listen, okay, I'm just not trying to, I'm not trying to overtly get us onto the shit list of one of the most powerful mega corporations in the universe.
Percy, this entire planet might not exist in
Yeah.
a day or two.
And you
We
don't
can
think that
easily get away with this.
Percival's going to spend the next 24 hours, changing some of the spells he has prepared to ensure that I'm including degauss in one of those spells so that I can erase any sort of storage or
I don't think we're going to take
evidence.
24 hours to get there. It's going to be 12.
12 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we're
Okay,
going
as
to
long
get
as you need, but you get a long rest. You get a full long
Yeah.
rest, so you do get to change your
what
spell.
I'm
I can
saying.
drive
So
without my
just-
hands.
I want to get us ready. I want to get ready to try to, maybe even Digital Phantom 2 to have a backup. I know Glorp's got that as well. Just to have more ways to make sure that we don't leave a trace
Genius.
of ourselves.
Absolutely genius.
I think you're underestimating the availability of the people that we're gonna be. I say they expect us to show back up with 6 people. Let's just show back up with 6 people, and we'll pick the people. What are they gonna do? Send us back?
Jam will remind you, it was literally one person who gave us this vehicle. Maybe there'll be more when we get back. Hopefully the planet's exploding at that point.
Hopefully not.
it's not just the planet. I need you to understand. It's the sun that's going to supernova, which means this
Yes.
entire wild space system could potentially collapse, and surely all life will be wiped out in a matter of moments.
In and out, Percy. Oh, that Jam. Make it
Hold on,
as quick as we
Bob.
possibly
Hitting
can.
Yeah, the wind hitting the side of the bus, the hover bus.
I imagine because this planet is just so polluted, it's just constantly raining and it's
Yep.
dark, ashy,
very-
gloomy
Or
rain.
if it's not raining, we still have to have the
Snowing,
wipers
ash.
on anyways because
There's
the
a lot
air
of
quality is
condensation.
just so bad that we're just driving through soup.
yeah,
It's
like
also
the roads
that
are
too,
full of
right?
garbage.
Like a film almost when you step out. Yeah, and it's not. It's always gloomy, always rainy. Very Blade Runner vibes at all time.
That's great. I have so many cyberpunk-esque soundtrack or backgrounds that have rain attached to them that I have not really found a good time to use, and those get to come out to play now.
Yeah. As you guys are kind of, figuring out what you're going to do for the drive here off into the facility, you get to the first checkpoint before entering out into the slag lanes.
Checkpoints.
Yeah.
Just remember that there are checkpoints.
A couple cars ahead of you, right? You get in the line. I assume, unless you do anything else before. I'll give you a moment to tell me if you do anything other than just get in the line.
Well, let's
Okay,
prepare all of our
I'm seeing Choom shake
documentation.
his head.
Preparing all of our documentation.
I got my arm out the window.
Checkpoint officers. That I'm gonna put in a pile next to Chum. I'm assuming there's probably like a flat dash or something like that at the front.
Thanks, Percy.
Or like a clipboard, like, holder, just to kind of like, just want to prepare the documents we were given to show that we are on this job, right?
Yeah.
You can see on the manifest, it also has, our names, like our fake names, which you see that Percy's here is Pierre Potam. I'll give mine away. March can tell us his whenever he wants. He does not have to give that away now.
March is going through our Rolodex right now, like picking them up, looking at a mirror next to the thing, and puts it back. Flips through a few more. Oh yeah, this one's good. Yep.
What's the name?
Emmanuel Goldstein.
Emmanuel Goldstein.
Nice. Good name.
Yeah.
All right, Glorp, you got your face on. You're the fake one, not the good one.
Now you're 2 cars before.
It's the exact same face, but with a big fake plasmoid mustache, like a goo mustache pushed out as well.
It's the same kind of
Perfect.
It's just a goo mustache,
perfection.
and my ID does say General Gup Gup, first name General, last name Gup Gup.
They're just little card readers anyway. Like they don't even look at them.
I don't
That's
know.
great.
I'm over preparing us so that there's no.
Our initial cards didn't have anything.
Come on,
The other
go
car
away!
pulls away.
Yeah.
You pull up. There's a small gnome inside of the booth on top of a chair or a stool, if you will. And,
Hey, how you doing?
Jam Jam is going to
Hey, how
help
are you?
Chew
Can I get
us through.
Can I get your papers?
Papers? I'm sorry, Jam Jam. What were you saying? Sorry, don't mean to be rude, but my friend here just. What were you
Not
saying?
saying a thing.
that's all right,
Not
that's all
saying
right.
a thing.
Okay, oh yeah,
Just
okay, cool.
helping.
Yeah,
Good.
papers. Yeah, here you go.
Yes.
Jam Jam hands you the papers. Yeah.
And your ID, please.
IDs. Yep, here you go. This is crazy they got you working this shift, man. That's the star and everything.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're just trying to.
Yeah, it hasn't been, am I right?
Right now. Yeah, for you maybe, but not for me. So, hey,
That's
listen,
crazy.
be careful out there. It's a rough one tonight. She's breathing hard. Here, take one of these. You're gonna need it. He hands you this long, almost. It's so long, it's drooping cigarette.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, thanks. Here,
A
he pulls out
200.
he pulls out a scroll of common
a
motion.
200, a 300 even. Yeah, it's quite long. It hits the windshield, kind of.
Shroom pulls out a scroll of common motion, flicks it down toward him, like, you might need that.
Yeah, you'll need that too. Yeah. All right, get out of here.
Yeah,
Next.
have a nice day, man. Have a nice day.
Yeah, he tosses all the paperwork. He doesn't even look at your hands.
Look
tosses
at
it
it,
in
just
there.
throws it back in the car.
Yeah.
Out you go. And if you thought the
I
city
don't
was
think he
bad-
looked at it.
Nope. Literally he took it out of your hands.
Gave
you had
us a
this
cigarette, we
conversation,
gave
and
him
then
a
handed
joint.
it back to you.
Oh, it was
He's gotta be.
vibes,
You just gotta be one of the guys. You just gotta be nice.
This is like your background feature, essentially.
Literally.
You just immediately connect with any blue collar people.
And you head out into the Slaglands, and it is just kind of it is one major roadway, probably about 4 hover buses wide, if you were to measure it in hover buses right now. 4 hover buses wide. And
Concordians will do anything besides measure in the imperial system.
yeah. And with that, it's all very rough hewn stone that kind of has been just erupted from the ground, either through some kind of chemical reaction and miasma that erupts from the ground that forcibly shifts the terra. Or some other destructive means that I'm sure Astral Tech had no business cleaning up after they extract what they needed. Out here, you can also see some small remnants of what looks like. It looks like as the hours go on. I don't want to say too many hours, but within a couple hours within your trip, you start to notice how there's a lot of machinery, leftover machinery as well, that seems to be getting. Let me think here. What's the right word? It's sort of reversing in innovation, right? It's become simpler and simpler as you've kind of gotten out from this point. You're seeing like kind of more expensive stuff was closer towards the city, as far as like refuse even from like leftover mining facility or mining equipment, or like a crane or something like that, right? Like a lot of metal scrap out there that just seems to be rendered
like abandoned
useless.
Fields and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Rendered useless from the overexposure to the pollutant atmosphere right now. Yes, Chun.
I just want to make it stated, because we didn't earlier, and we are getting a long rest in this ride. Because of my wheelman feet, I can drive with no hands. And I would just like it to be known that I am tinkering.
But you have all hands.
Right. That's why it's broken. But I just want it to be known that during this long rest, I am tinkering in the front seat with something, trying to get to work for the whole time.
Nice.
I'll send you a text of what it is.
Oh, okay.
I will
it's
say
a secret.
I will say too that if you are driving with the window down still at any time, there is a noticeable horrid scent, almost like a battery acid kind of smell, like a burning plastic kind of sensation. And that's not the word I want to use, but scent. There's just this kind of like forbidden, the forbidden smoke, crunchy smoke of burning electronics.
Crunchy smoke is crazy.
Yeah, TV static smoke, right? Like it just evokes that sense of burning plastic, or some kind of pollutant that shouldn't be being dumped into the air. So when you roll your window up, eventually, I assume you do find comfort in the air scrubbing that's going on.
Yeah, it's not air conditioning. It's literally air scrubbing.
Yes, and the air scrubbing, air recycler. So what was everybody doing? I know, Percy, you were.
I'm just I'm trying to rest so that I can prepare some potentially useful spells to hide our presence here, because I have a feeling that we're going to fuck up a lot, and so I want to make sure we can erase any evidence of that. Okay. That's all. And if we don't fuck up, then we'd be pleasantly surprised, and I'll have extra spell slots for other stuff.
Do you have anything to think about, or do you have anything that you're doing, Jim?
No.
Anything extra over the
just
course
trying
of
to make sure that we get there smoothly.
And Lorp, what about you? What are you doing?
I mean, I'm probably not stoned anymore, I suspect, right? Because it was like a long drive, right?
Calm.
We're
You were
in the
calm.
process of long drives, so.
We'll say we're like 4 hours in right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, as soon as I'm no longer stoned, Glorp is going to be napping, and a little sad that they never got their sandwich.
Chum, I know you're driving and tinkering, and March. What are you doing, March?
March don't sleep, so he's pacing up and down the hallway of the bus.
Nice.
A 12-hour drive in the rain is not comfortable for anyone.
Yeah, with the aspect of the moon. March no longer sleeps.
Troom is thriving.
Good.
I give March the 3-foot-long cigarette.
And he gives you a 3-foot-long cigarette. It's got no filter, so you can go from either end. That's what she said.
I see it through to its completion. Because, you know.
As you light the cigarette, as you light the cigarette, you feel that same itch in the back of your head that begins to speak to you. What are you doing here, March? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel her?
Whoa. I didn't buy a dinner first. But yeah, this is just going to be increasing his anxiety. He's just going to be continuing to just uncomfortably pace the hall of this bus.
And the rain trickles down the windows and beats on the front of the windshield.
I have one
go
thing
ahead.
Jam could do.
Yes.
Jam will use his forgery kit to make a set of papers that matches, for Plixplox, that matches the other 6. So he'll make a 7th prisoner request.
Good shit.
Okay. I like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, it's okay. I figured I'd have to roll with it.
Yes, please. You would roll... I would choose the... Is it the skill, or would I choose the...
the abilities. Like, so,
the ability score, okay.
So strength, dex, con, intelligence,
So,
etc.
I would accept either an intelligence or a wisdom.
I would like to use wisdom.
I think both of those are applicable here
Can I cast guide?
in cases.
Yeah, I'm tinkering. Stay true to it. All right, bud.
I will give you advantage because it is over the course of now.
Yeah, I've been
5 hours.
doing it for a while. Thank you. Oh, that was better before. It
fuck.
is a 13.
That's not bad.
I might take, since it's about a 12-hour drive, I'm using about 8 of that to just do the actual resting and no actual real work. But I'd like to look up any information about this scientist Plixplox. I'm going to try to connect to some of the, maybe if there's like any sort of wide area network out here on this planet. I know that we're getting our general Galnet service, but I'm not sure if there's like a way for me to connect to some of like Astrotech search engines and things like that to see if there's anything that we can learn about the other, like the actual person of interest that we're here for. That's not on our manifest for prisoners.
Yeah.
Just do a general information
absolutely.
search about who this scientist is.
We know he's a gnome scientist trying
looking
to
for like maybe like a
suggest-
news article. Because again, if this is a criminal, if he's imprisoned, then there should be something out there that would suggest, like maybe like some sort of article like explaining, oh hey, scientist Plixplox arrested for crimes against science. I don't know, like just I'm looking for anything like that.
Yeah. Go ahead. I actually, from a cursory glance, you don't see anything on sort of kind of the Galnet from just like searching up Dr. Plixplox or Plixplox. Would you like to roll to try to...
I would make a computers check, I guess, right? Just to kind of maybe use some interesting like search terms or things like that, just to try to get a little deeper into maybe finding some stuff that might be buried in the noise of probably just the wealth of information that's out there. Does that work for you?
Yeah,
Would
go
you
ahead.
accept computers?
I would, absolutely.
We love that. That is a 24.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yes. Okay. So within the deep within the Galnet, after a few hours of you kind of really scouring through as many files and having surface level access to Astral Tech files as well, you come across one file.
Is it a news article? Is it a dossier? Oh. It's all redacted. Information withheld under executive order. Transport under maximum security protocols. 2 officers must maintain line of sight at all times. No verbal or physical interaction permitted without warden authorization. Oh, this person sounds like a delight.
Do we just knock him out too?
Jam, are you okay?
Okay, well, that's great. That's great.
The 1,000-yard stare of Jam.
I'm seeing if I have anything that can sedate him. I don't think I do.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Within a couple hours, I believe we're 5 hours in right now, you come across this document, this redacted document from the Horizon security records, Percy. You also, Jam, you have forged yourself a new set of papers for Dr. Plixplox. June, can you go ahead and roll me a perception check as we're driving? I imagine flying down this.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to make a distinction, too, that the hover bus is a very generously named hover bus. It's more so that just kind of like gets off the ground
Like
so much as it does
his
it
F-Ups
levitates.
truck was. Yeah.
Right. I just want to make that important distinction.
I am so sick of only ever rolling damn nat 20s on fucking perception checks and not
I
on the
love that for
shit
you.
that I need it to.
I really love that for you, in fact.
But I rolled
For a
nat
moment, through the haze and the pounding rain and the windshield wipers and the other haze that is now coming from the 300 that March has, you see in a flash of color in front of you, you see this, what looks like a what's what I'm looking for, like a pile of boulders almost in front of you, like rock and almost earth from somewhere. But it is impeding on the main road right now. Maybe fallen from one of the many slags that kind of line the road that you're traveling.
How big is it?
Oh, it's about 10 feet up in the air, maybe.
Oh, shit.
Quite large.
We can't fly over it?
No, the hover buses aren't really designed to go up that high. They would need a gradient, a slope that kind of go up.
Guys, we got a problem. That's not March's obvious panic attack, and Jams need to knock everybody out. We have a bigger problem now. We gotta go outside, I think. And I'm gonna point out the fucking window.
At this moment, all your phones go off, and it's a picture of Lev, and you see him. He's taking a selfie. It's like a very close up selfie of his face, and in the back you can see people with like picket signs and like they've got handmade signs that they're holding up, and they look very angry behind him. And he's in like this, he's got like a helmet on and like some kind of gear on his like some kind of armor, some like visible astral tech
fuck?
armor.
Good to see he's making friends.
Somebody,
Jim thinks he might have fallen in with the wrong crowd.
Yeah. Do we need to tell him something, or does he have to do that? No, they did. Well, okay, we are technically quote unquote working for them.
Me.
Boy, I'll just say, stay
Slow call
safe, buddy.
forward.
Remember, we don't actually work for AT. Don't get lost in the sauce.
No, we'll get back to that in a moment. The rain picks up outside, and what seems like a very convenient low fog starts to roll in across the
How convenient.
across the road.
A very convenient low fog.
Very convenient low fog. It's yellow.
Ugh.
Ew, it's pee-pee fog.
Who are you guys texting right now? Can't you see that we have bigger problems right now? Look at this. And
Pee-pee
points at
fog.
10 foot of pee fog and wall.
Fucking piss fog.
And in the silence, you hear this. You hear the squeak of the windshield wipers on the windshield.
Struggling.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I can get this thing to boost high enough to get over it. I mean, I could try, but it would be a try.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What was in front of us?
It's like a 10-foot piece of rock that had fallen off from one of the slags of earth that lined the road.
Jam's gonna try to roll survival to get us around the path back to the road that we're supposed to be on as quickly as possible.
You're
Guiding.
gonna get. Oh, you're gonna go.
Shoot.
Oh,
Off-roading.
you're trying to. I see what you're saying. You're trying to go off the road.
Or just whatever, if we have to back up and go around, or whatever we have to do to get us to where we're supposed to be going.
Okay.
I am concerned.
Sure. Roll me a survival check.
Ah, shit. Guidance.
Oh.
Guidance. You're guiding me, but we're touching, so it works.
I'm not rolling super great. Thank you for the guidance.
You're welcome.
14.
The tips. What tips do to each other, we touch.
Oh, we're back to tips again.
14
So
to know
you-
if we can drive around it, or like what we have to do.
So, okay. So what you do kind of ascertain is it does stretch the length of the road. You guys take a second to kind of like go in the other lane for a moment, maybe, and you can see, right, like you're doing like a 3-point turn, right, and you're thinking, okay, well, I'll just go around it. Well, it doesn't have an exit point from this side. It does seems like there's a very large crack in the center of the rock, and it's about 5 feet thick. So.
Okay, well, I think we have two options here. Either, one, Percy, I don't know if you can do that thing you did earlier with that giant space rock with hands. That could help. Or reaches in, bag of holding, pulls out the 2
Is it
pounds of
alive?
plastic explosions that I have. I don't know how the spell works, Percy.
It has to be a living. It has to be a living thing.
Well then, plan B holds up 2 pounds of plastic explosives that I have.
Just
still.
fuck it out
I'm
the
sorry,
window.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
Whoa,
it
whoa,
out
whoa,
the
wait.
window.
What? Did any of you guys have better? Look back at Glorp in March.
Jam
and every-
there is
Jam is
off-road.
nodding.
You could try to go around it as well. Jam. That is probably the most dangerous option, but it is one of the only other options other than
Yeah, with this fog,
Kind of-
Jam. With this
Piss
fog driving off road with all that scrap, we could run into we could pop the tires.
Jam wants you to throw the C4, man.
Yeah. Does this bus
Okay.
have actual tires, or is it like hovering?
No, it's like a small hover. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, then we should. I mean, it's up to
I
you
mean,
guys.
there's also probably some scrap nearby. You guys have been passing by tons of old equipment. I don't know if you want to go make a makeshift ramp or something. There's a lot more than just blowing a hole through the center that can be done on this Mad Max.
That's true, but I don't
highway.
want to spend any more time in the piss fog than I have to.
Right. We don't
Okay.
have
That's
uniforms to go outside into the piss fog.
This
We
wasn't
need
exactly
helmets. We need
very-
helmets.
Alluring.
No, you're not getting helmets in this part of Astro.
Yeah, we know. That's why we're not
Glorp,
going
any of
out
your
there.
does any of your space magic allow you to, I don't know, like disperse clouds or fogs or anything like that? Any like gusty type things you can do? As Glorp or the Glorp's player looks into the spell book.
She can turn the piss fog into piss rain.
She can
Man.
definitely taste the piss fog.
I have gaseous
You know
form. I
that.
could turn us all into gas so that we can become one with the piss cloud. I think it's the opposite of what we want, though.
That is not what we want.
To become one with the piss cloud.
I hate that was a sentence
Yeah,
that was
no, it's terrible.
said on the show.
I mean, is this just like a metaphor for AWS?
Glad to see you
5
feeling
hours
better,
and
buddy.
5 hours and 5 minutes into the journey, and this large rock has certainly presented an obstacle.
Go to wrench the things, yeah. Well,
So the thoughts are to blow it up. Is that what you thought
I
about,
don't
or-
have
So.
a way to make any sort of like,
I'm all for blowing things up.
device in the
If blowing
small
it up
period of
doesn't
time
work, we'll drive around it. I don't know.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
got a
think
14.
I think 2 pounds.
Are there no other vehicles on this road? Have we not seen another vehicle for miles?
No, you haven't.
All right. Well, in that case,
Which is odd,
Yeah.
isn't it? Because you had a couple of cars in front of you. You could have sworn, Chun.
Oh, then that 20 coming back. Okay. Guys, this stinks. And it's not because of the piss fog.
Yeah, Jeff's going to mention, didn't they mention pirates? Throw that C4.
Right. I'm just going to say, I really appreciate that you have faith in me from hitting the gym, because obviously I holds up skinny, lanky monkey arm. But I can put the detonator on it and set it. Someone else gonna have to throw this. Usually that's Lem, and he's not here.
Jam will go to Percy. Percy, throw this bomb.
Chuma
Now-
arms it.
I need to. Percival.
You have
will-
1
will-
minute.
Percival will pause momentarily as this question is posed to him.
Another question.
As this demand is made of him.
Request.
I mean, you might think it's a request.
Wait, hold on. Better idea. Percy, give me the armed ticking bomb back. March, don't you have like a fucking floating hand thing that can carry stuff?
Not that far.
Oh,
out. How,
that
wait,
way
how heavy
Percy
is that?
doesn't have to go into the piss fog.
Piss fog.
Because
How
Jam
heavy? How heavy
was
is?
expecting you to have to stick your head out into
I
it.
hate this.
Throw it.
How heavy is the plastic explosives? Like
2
how much-
pounds.
How many pounds?
2 pounds, that's all I have.
My. Wait a second. Okay, I'll meet you halfway here, Jim. I'll have my homunculus familiar or thing, like little tool thing.
Yeah.
Fly it out into the fog. We might be able to get a view of what's in there or whatever, and then we can find a good spot to detonate it to hopefully disperse it as much as possible and not damage, the road or.
Genius.
That's a good
like
idea.
that.
You have 45 seconds.
Because I can prepare it,
No,
Okay,
he
so
set the
you want-
timer. He set the timer. Get it out.
Yeah.
It's been armed. I armed it.
All right, well, Ollie flies out. We put it in its little arms, and I fly it out the window, and we shut the window.
Don't let any piss rain in.
And I'll control it from my tablet.
Yeah, you fly through the piss cloud. And
It's now confirmed by the DM.
The DM has now met us there. We confirmed it is canon. This is a cloud of piss.
I'm just using terms that you understand.
He's talking down to us. I see.
No, I'm
he
just
has to update his language for us cave people here.
Me talk like you talk.
Me talk like the kids.
Riz.
Exactly. See, it's all for full circle right now. Yeah, you drive your little homunculus out into the conveniently placed fog. And what, you're just kind of aiming at the crack and
Well, I'm looking to
Let it go.
see like
Structural
what is there
weakness.
structural weakness. I'm trying to adjust. Yeah. Is there anything? Is it just fog, or is it like pirate fog? Is the fog wearing an eye patch?
Or are there a bunch of
No.
pirates pissing on us right now?
Yeah. Right. Someone said the word pirates before too, so I guess I'm just trying to make sure this is not some sort of fog that was created by some, hostile entities.
Jam's paranoia
in the fog,
was
hiding in the
mentioned.
fog. So maybe I could do a perception check through the homunculi to see if I see anything or if it's just a bunch of piss fog.
Can you roll me a perception check through
Yeah.
that thing?
So let me just look at its notes again. I believe yes. So it has its own perception. So it's let's see. It is its own perception is 0 plus my proficiency bonus times 2, so it's +6. As it's technically making the perception check, not me, because I'm just looking through its camera. Yeah. Anyway, that's not.
So I can't give you guidance. We already tried this.
No, because I'm not making the check. The homunculus is, Ali is, which I realize I've never actually told anybody what Ali stands for, and it's the Optical Logistic and Information Entity.
I feel like we didn't know that.
Nice.
Well, I feel like someone out there wanted to know, and now
That's
that
true, that's
person is satisfied. But Ali rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9.
It's a bunch of piss fog.
It's a bunch of piss fog.
Beep. Beep.
Yeah,
In-
Jam will just say to Percy,
Well, let me
make
just
sure
say
he
this.
gets it in there real good.
You don't
Okay,
notice
I'm just-
anything as far as like, pirates. You do see the crack very visibly in kind of the lane that you guys were driving in already. And as you get closer and follow it down, you notice that there's like a wire sticking out of the ground, and it's slowly going into the ground. Yeah, maybe it's an antenna. Not really
Oh, I
sure.
hate that. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna drop the. I'm just gonna have Ali drop the C4 over there, and we're just gonna fly it back to the.
Yeah, we have to
The
put
bus.
this bomb somewhere.
Yep.
Beep. Beep.
And I'm just gonna
I'm backing the truck up, by the way. There's a bus.
grab Ollie out of the window after it drops the plastic explosive. It flies back, and we just shut the window again. Can't let
And the
piss
windshield
fog in
wipers are
here.
going.
Yeah.
Going.
And I drive
Very-
back like 60 feet.
For me, the vibes right now are big Jurassic Park time right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Not necessarily
Oh, yeah.
in terms of the shaking water, but just the ambiance of being stuck in a car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As we wait for the explosion in the middle of the fog.
Sorry, I said it for too long because I didn't want us to blow up in the fucking.
And then it blows up like right in the middle.
Okay, just for those listening at home who are wondering, plastic explosives do the modern manual, which I had pulled up today. Don't know why.
I'm so
But I did.
proud of you. So proud of you.
It does 4d6 damage base plus 2d6 per additional pound with a maximum of 10d6. So there's 66. And it's 25 feet.
A lot.
It's 25 feet plus an additional 5 feet radius per every pound. So that is 35 feet radius. And I am 60 feet back.
So
That
roll
sounds perfect.
6d6.
Go ahead, roll your damage
Right?
for me.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
please
guess.
do.
I only have one out, so just bear with me. 5,
Wow.
2, 5, that's 12. 2, that's 14. 4, that's 18. 1, that's 19. 1.
Wow, you took a long time for one.
20
Yeah.
damage.
It does 20 damage.
The explosion goes off in a shower of piss, smoke, and rock.
I hate
You
it.
see
No.
We hit the
You see a
septic
couple of
system.
things. You see a couple of things. You have blown away
shit.
most of the piss smoke at this point from that, and now replaced it with kind of like burning earth. And you also see this kind of like, looks like a sinkhole almost, directly. Maybe sinkhole is the wrong term. Sinkhole, but more so like
Crater?
Yeah, maybe a crater is a better word, but less bowl shaped and more cone shaped. You know, going to a fine point in the center of it. And as you drive up, yeah, you see this hole through the pillar that had obstructed the road, and yeah, you see the coney crater, as it were.
I feel all of
With-
us are just like super sweaty in this awful vehicle, but all pushed up against the window trying to see what the hell that is.
No. I have
Jim's
I
like,
have a pair of binoculars in my like tool belt like bag of holding situation. So I'm looking out. I'm looking through the binoculars to like kind of like assess, because like I'm not trying to get us too close to this until we know what the hell we just blew up.
I'm going to inch forward
Binoculars.
slowly.
Yeah. How close do you get to the crater?
Probably edge of its influence.
Well,
Edge of what?
hopefully Percy is
Crater.
looking at it and telling us what it is, or at least if it's moving or anything the entire way. too.
Yes.
You do see kind of like almost like a quarter of a piece of like a bumper, maybe, or maybe that's like a hover engine, or
A hover
right down at
engine?
this. Yeah, like the same thing, like what we would call a tire, right? Like almost at the bottom of the cone there.
Oops.
Don't
But I
worry,
mean, was it
Jim.
Not an engine. What's the right word I'm looking for? Like propeller or.
It was probably just crushed by that slag.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Definitely didn't blow it up.
the thing that makes the vehicles hover. That's what I'm trying to portray. The propulsion system from that.
Yeah.
component. I'm sure there's a word out there.
The not a tire.
The not a tire. Exactly. You see the remnants of a not a tire, a very small portion of it at the bottom of the cone. And it's not a harsh cone either. It is a very easy slope down towards the center, if you will.
Right. But like there would also probably be some kind of crater for where the plastic explosive went off, right?
It does seem like that's where ground zero was, and it did
Okay.
blow a hole through the pillar as well.
But it also created this very conical hole. I'm very confused by this.
You gotta learn nothing by this yet.
The dimensions of this are unsettling because this is not emblematic of like, just throwing explosives onto like a road. Like this is not what you would see, right? So Percival is like kind of scratching his head at just like it's not going to say impossible dimensions, but the unexpected dimensions of this hole, and just maybe be like, shoot, maybe just like, let's just go a little wide berth around that and then hit the gas. Speaking of which, though, is the cloud cleared up at least? Can we see our way ahead? Our lights?
Oh, yeah.
like-
Yeah, I said that earlier. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Didn't
No, you're
sound
good.
more clear.
Let's just go around that, and then I'm not going to think about whatever we might have just blown up.
Where are we gonna go? Like, do we have enough room to go around it through the hole
It's
we
tight.
made?
It's tight. Yeah, it's tight.
I'm sure with your excellent driving skills and the fact that we are kind of hovering, that it shouldn't be too bumpy.
Okay. I will.
Everyone roll me perception checks as we... Oh, actually, roll me a driving check and then roll me a perception check. We'll do that.
Okay. Driving check for me, which is piloting.
Sure, why not? That's
Okay.
the same thing.
That'll be a dirty 19. My +6. Oh, and I'm proficient with any vehicle rolls, so that would be a dirty 21. Can you do something for me?
Classic.
Oh, there it is. And now that
Very
lore has
classy.
been spilled in some places now on the We 2 Discord, so like some people actually know what you're referencing there.
Hi, Jake.
What's everyone's perception checks as we drive around the crater cautiously?
I'm not gonna roll.
Who's
I'm
do you want to
driving.
know?
So y'all can do it.
Oh yeah, you don't perceive when you drive.
Well, he did perceive earlier to not crash into the rock, so that
That's
was
fair.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It is precarious driving, so it requires all of my attention.
15.
16.
11.
6.
Jam is watching out the window as we pass.
No, Nicole, no.
I mean, 6 is pretty good considering that I was like napping.
So, okay, so anybody with a 12 or higher.
Damn it.
Very briefly at the bottom of the cone as you drive around the crater, you could swear that you see something kind of turn and twist and kind of like almost how you would run your hand through water to see that kind of wave kind of form, like kind of
Ripple.
not necessarily ripple so much as like splash through the sand. And suddenly, we'll see what happens next week.
No, come on. No. You can't just do that. You can't just do that.
He can.
Sir, that is illegal.
We do this all the time.
Suddenly, the end.
Yeah.
I like what I said last week too, and I'm going to say it again because it was cool. Thanks for joining us today, or whatever point in time it is for you. I hope that you warmed your feet by our fire. And I'm going to go ahead and let Past Fran take it off from us and tell all of us how we can find us on the internet or places like it. Go ahead, Past Fran.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future.
Brilliant. I honestly couldn't have said it better or smarter. And I wouldn't dare try. I know that we're all wondering what kind of table that we're sitting at tonight, but I'm sure it's one that you can imagine that you are also sitting at. And seated next to you...
No, wrong. It is imperceptible. You cannot perceive it. You will never know.
Seated next to you is Dave. who played March, who played Emmanuel Goldstein.
I will once again contend, none of this was my fault. Thank you.
Seated next to him across from you is our beloved Francesco, who's playing Percival, who's playing Pierre Potin.
What's in the hole? What's in the hole?
Listen to Pierre Moods over there.
At another point at the table, or whatever kind of vector you'd like to include at our rolling stations, is Jack, playing Jam Jam, who's playing DG.
Until next time.
Next to him, our other beloved, Sebastian, playing Choom DeLoom, who's playing Sergeant Vroom.
The wheels of the bus, they don't exist.
Seated across from him is Nicole, playing Glorp Glup Glup, playing General Gup Gup.
If you have a blow-up chair, that's kind of what it feels like to be sitting on this side of the table, honestly.
And I am your host, DM, voice of things, thinker of things, and voice of Les Zangief. I hope you had a good point in time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your point in time, and a point in time of your choosing. Have a good day, or whatever. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Don't exist. They don't exist. Bye.